So I'm not gonna lie, this 6'6" Devin Booker SGA hybrid just might be my favorite scorer in NBA 2K25. But you know how it is in the random rec, regardless of your skill or your build, these guys will take you down as quickly as possible. A lack of organization in offense and on defense, and just a difference in skill and understanding of how a team works makes this a horrible experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to rise above this kind of play, what you can do to win, and more importantly, give you one of the best games I've ever played. So this is probably my fourth game of playing random rec since I came back to my career, and I'm trying to take a different approach, be more of an understanding distributor and be aggressive in spots where I need to. But immediately, that carrying attitude and patience all went away when, based on these first two possessions, it just seems like my team doesn't have the ability to set themselves up on offense. So, in these situations, I show my ability to lead by also scoring the ball when I need to, but also try to make good decisions on offense that most of the team will understand and hopefully lead them to playing together. So, here I am just scoring on the first possession, now passing the rock to an open guy for an open three. You know what? One of the things I've noticed really in the random rec is that defensively is where people are the worst. I can be fine with missed shots and all of those situations, but this kind of play is inexcusable. My center just had his second 3-second violation for the game. So this center is clearly someone that wants to be fed the rock, so I tried to do my best to keep him involved in the first few plays of the game, give him a nice dish right there for an easy 2. I'm not gonna lie, this other team at least can get organized on offense, which makes life with randoms difficult when they don't know rotations, don't know defensive concepts, other than trying to steal the ball and running around. So what has been a close first quarter so far has also showed me that, you know what, this is gonna be another one of those games where I'm just gonna have to live with some of these horrible decisions that my team makes. Just take a look at the level of organization of this offense. No direction, no spacing, bad shot taken overall, no patience, leading to a poor offensive possession. And that translates to defense as well. And I was at fault there too. I didn't make the right rotation, but this is just unacceptable. The third 3-second violation from our center in less than 5 minutes. Man, that is inexcusable. Again, poor defense leading to an open 3. I do my best to keep all my guys involved, so we're ending the first quarter only down 3, which is a minor miracle at this point. And you know what happens when things start to not go your way? People are now being selfish. That was a horrible post-up possession, made exponentially worse by the poor spacing. The other team just seems to understand 2K a little bit more, and I try to do my best here to keep the game close, but even a simple 1-2 backdoor cut or give and go is just beating our team, and it's not looking good. So what's worse than 3-3-second violations in a game? Damn right, 4. But it led our center to quit the game, which in my opinion was not such a bad thing. But let me tell you, man, this team defense has more holes than Swiss cheese on a bad day. It's just that rough, and every time I give my teammates an opportunity to show me what they got on offense, this is what they give me. Turnovers leading to easy points for the opposing team, a simple backdoor cut that just shouldn't happen at this level, man. And what was once a 3-point lead after a 12-point quarter from our team has now ballooned into a 15-point lead. And at this point, I have myself to blame for some of it. I wasn't as aggressive as I needed to be in order to lead this team. And that's the thing. Random rec is all about reading your teammates too. You come out too aggressively, as my teammate makes a boneheaded foul right there, your team might turn their back on you. Come out too laissez-faire and a little bit complacent, and the game will just turn on you equally as quickly. It's finding that balance that's needed in order to be successful, which isn't always an easy thing, especially when you have unpredictable teammates. Nonetheless, we're gonna end this quarter only down by 11, which isn't too bad considering where we were at the middle of the second quarter. Although I had 12 points and 4 assists shooting at a decent clip, I wasn't happy with that half. I wanted to enter this half a little bit more aggressively, and once again, poor defense on our part led to an open 3, but I decided at this point I'm gonna push the pace. Yeah, you know what? I tried my best. I asked my teammates to show me what they got in the first half, and with nothing going, I decided it's time to take my game up to another two levels. That's poor defense by me. I thought the help defense would be there. Going to the baseline, it turned out to be wrong. Once again, though, every time the ball goes into either of my shooting guard, small forward, or power forward, things just end up disastrously. This power forward, Santa Claus, has been shooting threes, whether contested or open, and hasn't shown an indication that he can hit it, and yet he can still take it anyway. We get bailed out in this possession right here, missing an open real player percentage layup, and you know what? I'm just gonna take every shot I can to keep us in this game as much as possible. Thankfully, we're able to string a few good defensive stands here and there, even in this play right here, being disruptive, being positionally disciplined, and making sure that we at least give ourselves a chance to keep this game close. A lot of great help defense right here from myself and my teammate, but unfortunately, man, Santa Claus just cannot get things going. Another good defensive stance ruined by that poor turnover, leading to an easy dunk. And it's those kinds of possessions that drive me crazy and make me think that, you know what, maybe this team is just too much to overcome. But either way, we're only down by 10 with a minute and a half left in the quarter. And sometimes as a team, you just got to rough it out. Doesn't need to look pretty, but man, this guy misses two straight free throws that should be gimmies. My small forward takes a open shot that he has, and oh my gosh, man, Santa Claus taking these types of shots. I press X one too many times right there, and right here I'm just sizing up my defender. I know I got him beat, but my small forward comes in for a screen to ruin the spacing. Thankfully, I got to a foul, headed to the foul line, and nailed those 2 points. And now we're down by single digits with about 6 minutes left to play. About as good as I want it to be in this kind of situation. But once again, poor defensive stance. Santa Claus doing a poor job of covering that defensive gap. Either way, I'm making plays left and right, passing to my teammates when they're open and all they have to do is shoot the ball. Great defensive stance right there. I push the ball and they're fouling. They know at this point that they got nothing for me on defense. And I'm hitting my signature go-to shots. And to be only down by 6 at this point is what I consider a minor miracle. And I'm not leaving that foot off that pedal. I'm pushing forward. Now down by 4 with about 5 minutes left. This is Chef Cruz time, baby. Or maybe it's not. Another bad defensive stance leading to an open three right there. They're double teaming me from near damn half court, and I use that gravity to give my teammates an open shot. Number 24 right here has been at least hitting his wide open shots, even though he hasn't shown the ability to create for himself. I pass it to the center AI right here, who unfortunately was blocked. And man, you know how it is in basketball. Miss a layup, it's usually a layup or a three the other way. Thankfully, my defensive matchup just lost his mind right here and left me wide open for an easy 3 ball. And with the game now a little bit closer, you know what happens to most people if they don't got that dog in them. They're now missing the shots they used to make earlier in the game. And I'm running up the court right here. Point guard defender makes a gamble. That power forward thought he was within striking range to contest that shot, but hell no, this build is A+ in terms of shooting, and my recognition of the contest system leads to an easy 3 ball, but again, poor rotation. And man, it's just frustrating me at this point, but we got 2.5 minutes left. Cancel, hit them with that cancel into that layup method for another easy 2 points. Now we're only down by 3. And you know how it is, man, in the random rec. You do all that work to bring the game down to a reasonable margin, and you got these dudes getting outside of their mind and taking all these sorts of wild shots. You know I had to go on my mic to let that dude know that, you know what, it ain't your time, baby. And man, just take a look at the fear that this build instills on my defenders. Those are 4 dudes guarding me with the 5th guy guarding the back line. Easy pass, easy decision. I'm really glad that this teammate has stepped up and shot those open threes really well. So now we're all tied up at 55. 1.5 minutes left. Nerves getting into my opponent's head. And man, we thought this was a great defensive possession, but real player percentage strikes again. And I have no idea why number 28 wants to get the ball or why that Santa Claus goofball passed it to him anyway. But in the end, I got the ball. And now they're setting triple screens for me. I go to my favorite go to shot. Nope, it's not right there. Size him up for a nice strong handle. Fadeaway jump shot. There we go. That's an easy 2 points. Tying the game at 57 with 1 minute left. And the other team center, number 34, is hands down the best player of their team. Knows how to play defense, knows how to score from the perimeter and attack the paint, and use techniques like strong handle. But the AI is giving him too much of that defensive business. He had to bail out on that one. Point guard gives number 34 the ball back, but really, his offense has now bogged down. Gives it to the power forward who has no indication that he can shoot that rock. I try to pass it to our small forward right here. He abandons the dunk, which might have been a great decision. Ask for a screen right here. But an excellent read by number 34 blitzes me for that steal, and I know I done effed up in that situation right there. I was just hoping, I was just praying that we did not give up the lead, and unfortunately, number 34 converts on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. That was a terrible decision on my part. I should have read the blitz. I just got a little bit too greedy, thinking that the opening was right there. And what did I tell you about Santa Claus, man? He should be swinging that rock right back to me. Fortunately, we got that offensive rebound, and 24 could not give the ball up to me in time. But now, I hit him with that little off ball speed action, get into a limitless 3 point bomb that ties the game. And right here, I thought we had opportunity to seal the game defensively, but number 34 is a dog and he hit that tough contested shot. In this situation, I'm just trying to get the ball. I'm just trying to get the ball. I raise up for an easy 3 pointer and bam! The Chef Cruz Booker SGA build is ice cold. And sometimes that's just got to be the way it has to be in Random Rec. I scored my team's 42 out of 63 points. That is insane. And sometimes that's just gotta be the way it is.